And I'm back. And this time I am using Unreal Engine 5.6. You can't see that I opened up the About dialog. Shows version 5.6.0 431 plus. Anyways, so I'm using 5.6 and it does feel a little bit um, snappier than 5.5. Like it's not as slow as 5.5 got because I did everything in one blueprint. So these are the modules for 1 by 1 rooms, 1x1, or one grid. Like, you know what? I don't know what the is. It's okay. So one grid cell here. If I go here, just one of these squares. That's one grid cell, and that's 500 centimeters. And that's a 1 by 1 room. So I'm going to try to make rooms that are bigger than 1 by 1. So far, the two custom events that I have for procedurally generating rooms are only using 1 by 1 rooms. So I'm going to try to make at least a 1 by 2 for a spawn room instead of having um, the seeker spawn in corners. Uh, it's because I didn't have an actual spawn room that I wanted them to spawn into, and so I had them spawn in just the corners. But once I get the larger rooms set up, then I'll have them set up in spawn in the spawn rooms, and that would be better, or what more in line with what I want or how the game to be designed, or how I want to design it. So so yeah, let me see if I can start doing that. Uh, well, let's see if I can get down in here. So, of course, the 1 by 1 room was easy to make. Let me see if I can find all the materials I used or the static meshes. Alright, so this should be one called floor somewhere here. Oh, here. And just drag that in there. Put everything to 0. This one is at -75. It's too high. Alright, so that is default 000. And that would be the 1x1 room. So let me see if I can get others. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Is this the... Okay, here. And that looks like it needs to be rotated. And then make sure everything is like... At snaps to the grid. 500 by 500. So that. Change the Z. Where's the wall? That's not the wall. That's not the wall. This is the wall. Change that. Z. And duplicate that. And then duplicate it again. So we'll move this back. Okay, so that's... Oh, oopsie. Is there a ceiling somewhere? should be a ceiling. Right? This one right here. Alright, and let me see. No, I don't want that. Okay, so this here is the room. That's a 1x1 room. Now I want to try to make it bigger. So this is going to be 1 by 1. We go ahead. It's not 1 by 1. It's going to be 1 by 2. So let's grab this and move that out. And I put another one of these here, but have it, back like that. And then, so get this. Copy this over. Copy this ceiling over as well. And then copy this one. So that's the 1 by 2. So now I have to create that in Blueprints. So you enter through here. You got the ceiling, then you go in here, and this is where I want the player to spawn in here. And then they walk out, and then there's the door and all that kind of stuff. Then they come out, and then this is where the actual thing. So it's not going to be here. It's going to be something like I just do it at 0, 0 so that I know what the numbers will be for. So like this ceiling, the numbers should be, if I have it at 0, everything at 0, then to get, this set up, then I can just read right off of the default settings here. So 5x, 500 on the X, regular ceiling. Well, this wall, I'll call this the right south wall, or southeast. I'll call it the southeast wall. So that means the X is going to be 0, the Y is going to be positive 500. And so southeast, this is the east, it's just east. The east wall is 500 on the X and 500 on the Y. Doorway number 1, or should I just call it doorway main, like main doorway? No, I'll just call it doorway 1. It's going to be negative 500 on the X and positive 500 on the Y. And then doorway, doorway 2 in here. That's going to be, 0 on the X and 500. Okay, so that's pretty much how I do that when I create the rooms. So, I mean, the 1 by 1 was really easy. So, but now this is more complicated. And then I'm going to go into like 3 by 3 and maybe 4 by 4, whatever. But that's going to be even more complicated because it's going to introduce even more walls and more floors and ceilings and corners. Oh, that's what I forgot. Corners. So I want to put some corners in here. Is this here? Oh, that's the wrong corner. Should be indoor. Is this it? Okay. That's it. Let me see if I can put it. Negative 75. How do I do this? Right. Rotate it. It's at 180. Alright, so now it's in here, but you hardly see that thing. So I guess I got a negative 485 and positive 15. So let's see, is that good? Alright, so that's for that one. Then let me go ahead and duplicate on here. Alright. Duplicate here. What the heck? Huh. What happened? Set location. What the heck happened? Something moved. Set rotation, place objects. I just deleted it, so let me bring it back. I don't know how to... Huh. You know what? Let me just grab another one. So I got this one, this one, this one. I think I'm gonna have to rotate this 90 degrees. Alright. Then I gotta move it. Like, say if I move it to just 500. Alright, 15 looks fine, so now I gotta add 15. No. Minus 15. There we go. Alright, so let me duplicate that over here. So now I got that, and that, and that one, and that one. Then I do these sides. If I can select it without moving it. Alright, and then duplicate it back there. This time I gotta rotate it about another 90 degrees. So that's like 0. See what it is at 500. No. At 0. Actually, no, I need it to be 500. Plus 15. This is why I always start from south so that I know. Okay. So that's going to be negative. So this is 485. Then on this side, it has to be negative. So another 485. Alright, so now I can duplicate that over here. Alright, and I duplicate it one more time to change that. I think it's another 90 degrees. Let me see. Yes. Just put it to 500. Oh, negative 500. I was like, where'd it go? Another 500. No, back to 485. And then on the X, negative 485. There we go. Then I can duplicate that here. Okay, so all of the room, this is how I want the base foundation of the room. I want having like tables and beds and desks and stuff. I'll put all of that stuff later. Lamps and lights. So, and doors. Actual doors. So I need to put in doors. Door variant. That's the wrong door. Looking for an interior, not the doorway. But the actual, not that door. Huh. Where is the door? Is it just door? I think so. It's either door 1, no. Door, yes, door 2. So this is the door I want. And I have to try to remember that I always what where oh let me see 250. Okay, so I gotta try to remember. That is interesting. So if this is negative 75 but the door is, if I put negative sign, it's gonna go even further down. Yeah, I don't want that. So how is it 20? Yeah, I guess it's 20. Let me see. Is that right? Okay. Alright, anyways, but doors should always open into a room. And not only that, the way that I want to design it in my game is that the seeker will open or activate things with their right, no, their left hand. So the door hinges should always be on this, the left side. And then the doorknob or the door latch or the door, whatever you call it, button is going to be on the right side. So when they press on it, their hand is going to come from the left and press on it, and it should slide open. Either slide open or swing open. But if it does swing, then it has to swing inwards towards because I don't like if it's in the hallway and the door swings outwards, it's going to block the hallway. So I'd rather it swing inwards to the room. And I think in real life too, most doors, main doors anyways, going into a house opens into the house, not outward. So we're going to add another door by just duplicating this one. If we can get it, okay. And then, let's see, put it on 90. Guess it depends. What are these numbers? Oh, 20, okay, 750? Oh, 750. Now where did it go? Oh my goodness, it just disappeared. All the way back here. There? Goodness. Okay, there we go. And yeah, I don't want it that way. I don't want it that way. Oh my goodness, I don't want it that way. There we go. So opens inward from the right to the left. So either the door is going to slide open or it's going to swing open, but whatever. For now, I'm just going to... This is just a static mesh right now. The doors will be blueprints so that I can make them interactable. So let me see if I can rotate this to... Shoot, I can't remember. Is it back to 0? No, it has to be 180. Okay, and then let's, I guess, move it on the Y by negative 450, 440, and then maybe negative 150. No, 350. Negative 350. My goodness. I got this. Negative 300. No, my goodness. 345. What is going on here? Okay, here we go. So something like that. Oh no, I don't want that. 440, maybe 430. I'm gonna just say 425. Alright. Okay, so that's that. And then this one, I want to open this one up. So I'm going to have to change these numbers to 250. Oh wait, let me see if I can rotate it first. The other way. There we go. Then let me just put it back down to increments of 5 so I can do it this way. Instead of guessing the number. Just have it that way for now. Let's back up a little bit more. And back a little bit more like that. So let's see. Yeah, that's fine. So right now I just need placeholder doors. They're not interactable, but later on when I make them more interactable, obviously I think I'm going to make the spaceship doors slide open to the left, whereas all the other doors like the dungeon or the derelict asylum or the Victorian mansion, those doors will swing open. Okay, so I got all the base foundations of the room. So with the corners, the doors, the doorway, the floors, and ceiling, and this is just the spawn room. So the seeker will spawn in here, in this room, and then come outwards to, come out here, and then walk out here. So there's going to be some, what do we call these things? Hallways. But I don't need all of that right now. I just to make this room, I need, okay, so let me just save this. I need an actual template, which is what this is, of how I want that. This 2, is it 2? Yes, 2 on the X, 1 on the Y. So 2 by X template, right? So I will call this a 2 by X. So this is going to be using the struct room 1x1 plan. So let me go ahead and create that really quick. So where is it? I put it all in blueprints. So do I duplicate this or do I make a whole new one? I'll just duplicate this. I'll call it, instead of 1x1 plan, I'll call it 2x1 plan. Get rid of that one. Open it up. Alright, and I have specific names for these. So there's going to be floor. Right wall is doorway 2. How should I do this? Let me move this up here. I'm not sure if you can see that. But I'm not. I think I want to just do it by. I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't want to go off of these. What to do? What to do? What to do? To do? To do? To do? To do? To do? You know what? So I go with floor west. Floor west transform. Create a new add a new variable called, I don't know, can you move these? It looks like you can move these. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see if I can. Floor west transform. This one is gonna be floor east transform. There is no right wall. It's gonna be a doorway 2 transform. Then where the heck is doorway 1? Right down here. This one is doorway 1 transform. This is why I don't want to do it this way. So let me just say doorway 1 is up here. Then we go with the actual. I did have the right one, but I changed it. Oh, that's right, because the right room is the actual doorway 2. So doorway 1, doorway 2, and then left wall transform. Instead of calling it back wall, I'm just call it north wall. North wall transform. Ceiling transform. So we got floor. Let me just put ceiling 1. Okay, and then I can say floor west ceiling. Instead of ceiling 1, we'll call it ceiling west. Actually, no, let me just use numbers. Do I want to use numbers or do I want to use like north, south, east, and west? Using numbers makes it shorter. Oh no, this is, I guess just for this 2x1, because then when I start getting into the bigger rooms, using numbers will be confusing. If I actually say west or center or east and south and north, it'll be much easier for me. Make sure all of these are transform. Oh, I could just duplicate. I didn't have to add a new variable. But anyways, I'm just say west. And doorway 1, doorway 2. I'll just keep that as 1 and 2. Everything else will have either east or west or north. So instead of right wall and left wall, I'll call this one west wall. Or not west wall, but wall west. Oh no, not wet. West. And then I can just I guess I can't do it. I have to add it. You cannot. There's too many. Let me see. Okay, so floor on the west, ceiling on the west, doorway 1 and doorway 2, then west wall, a wall west, and then wall north. Wall north. We have the actual door 1 transform that I shall just put it with doorway 1 up here. And then we'll just add another. Oh, there's so many variables I could have just used already. Let me see. Door 2 transform. put that with doorway 2. Then we got wall west, wall north, wall west, and then wall northwest, because there's also a wall northeast. Alright, and then, let's see, floor east, ceiling west, transform. So naming them just tells me, oh, ceiling east I meant to say. Ceiling east, transform. So yeah, naming all of these very sort of like distinct names specifically tells me where they are in the room, or where their location is making up the room. So we got floor west, ceiling west, and floor east, ceiling east. So that makes this right or east, wall east. East, transform, and then wall northeast, transform, because the left wall here is actually doorway 2, whereas the right wall in the first, on the west side, is doorway 2. So this is north, this is wall northeast, transform, and then wall southeast, transform. Wall southeast, transform. Now I actually gotta do all the darn corners. So I got this here is the southeast wall, and the northeast wall. So now I need to do the corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 of those I'm gonna have to do. So wow, look at the difference. 1x1, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 variables, whereas with 2x1 you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus the corners, so it's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 variables. Oh my goodness, what a difference. Plus in Rome 1x1 I didn't add the corners, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it should be 11 if I added the corners. The corner pieces, so should I add the corner pieces here or just leave it? I think I'll just, it's 8. And, yeah, I'll just add them. But this time I won't put them specifically in this sort of way. I'll just add them all from 1 to 8. Actually, they have their own different. I think I'll just keep the numbers instead of north, south, east, and west, because there's the corners in the middle of this 2x1 run that there are double, so I don't want to get confused with that. So corner, I say corner 1, transform. Well, I can copy this No. Darn it. Alright. So I guess I have to do it one by one. So all the way up to 8. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And paste. And then copy and paste. 3. And paste. 4. Then paste. 5 and paste. 6 and then 7 and 8. 7 and last but not least 8. Okay, there we go. So, dang. Just for a 2 by 1, it's like all of these variables. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Sheesh. Okay, so that's all of this. Let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. Jeez. That is crazy. Alright, so that's a 2x1 plan. Let me duplicate this and call this 2x1 and change the darn it. Also, I need to change my so what do I call this one? Struct room 2x1 plan. Okay. And this is going to be yeah, it's just a single variable, not an array. Also, darn it, what I need to do is start learning to use multiple graphs. So let me see if I can add a graph, event graph, to see. Okay, it keeps the variables. And this is where I actually add. So, but in order to do that, I need to go to event graph. And I'll just copy one of these rooms. What is this? South facing? So, what? I don't need these two up south facing. 1x1 south facing. So let's copy this. We can't duplicate it because we can't move it to the other graph. So we have to copy and paste. One or more copy nodes were substituted during paste. Oh, yes, that's okay. What is that? Add room 2x1 south facing. Room coordinate. Yeah, that's right. Room coordinates. All right. Room 2x1 south facing. This one is 1x1 south facing. Okay, and then, yikes, this is going to be a nightmare. So, I need variables. Oh, I just made, here are the variables. Get 2x1. Go ahead and split that. And oh my gosh. Uh, this is gonna be a just for a 2x1. Split that. Split that. Such a nightmare. And that's just a 2x1. Imagine if I have to do a 4x4. That'll probably be hundreds of variables, and yikes. This is going to be crazy. And I plan on doing at least 3x1, if not a 3x3, a 3 by 3 instead of a 4 by 4. Dun dun dun. Jeez. Jeez Louise. There's so many. Also, I keep debating whether this should have been a transform or not, and just made it a location instead of a whole transform, because transform gives you rotation and scale, which I don't really use. I just use the rotation and scale from the actual add instance node. Oh my goodness, look at this. Is going to be so confusing. Duplicate that. So instead of using all of that, I gotta just use this and set world space, so I don't have to like convert this relative space and, you know, make relative transform and all that kind of stuff. So this is just a copy of room 1x1 south facing. So now this will be converted into room 2x1 south facing. Alright, just save that. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me see if I move this here. I'll move this up here. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This needs, oh, what is this? Oh, it's an addition, a plus, an add node. So far I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness. I think I need 21, right? Was it 21 or 22? I'm going to need 2 more of these. So move this over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just duplicate the add nodes. And then duplicate it again. Hopefully that's all I need. Oh my goodness. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. This is going to get crazy. Yikes, Serene. This is already crazy. The heck? Oh. No. I don't know if I could do it this way. Okay. Oh no. Now I need all the add instance nodes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't need that one. Oops, I need that with the components. Can you believe it? All of this just for tiny room. Hmm. Do-do-do. Alright, and then what next? What next? See, I gotta change these. Let me just go off of the actual room plan. So let's see, the first one will be floor. The second one will be floor. Then the next is ceiling. Where is ceiling? Let's copy this here. This one. And that is ceiling. What? Ceiling 1. And then doorway. Not wall. Let's go with doorway. That's not fun. We just connect that one. Target to wall. Do. This is a long. Just a 2x1? I didn't realize it's going to be this much work that it takes this long. Alright, so ceiling. Yeah. Floor. Whatever. Wait a second. The second floor. Room. What is up with this? Did I not split that? No, I don't need to split that anymore. Room door X1. Oh, that's door, not doorway. Huh. I have no clue. There was an easier way to do this instead of structs, maybe like a data table. I don't know. I've never used data table before, but I did hear of it. So yeah. Let me see if I can just go off of all of this. Oops, where am I going? So location, floor west, that's this one. Location, ceiling west, that's... my goodness. I'm gonna do this. Move you aside. You're gonna go to the next one. Where is the... Huh? Let's see. How do I get... Oh, break the link. Alright. So I got floor. Floor west. Floor ceiling west. Doorway 1. You know what? I'm just going to drag and drop a doorway here. Where'd the variable go? Alright, so doorway 1. The next one is door. Door. Grab a door. Put that there. Alright, so doorway 1. Door 1. Doorway 2. Be down here. Doorway 2. Let's get rid of that. So, okay, get rid of this. After doorway 2. After doorway 2, we got door 1, doorway. Door 1. Wall wet. Where is doorway 2? Okay, it's right here. The heck? Room 2x1. Door. Floor and ceiling doorways and door, but where are the walls? Where's ceiling, doorway. Guess I do all the walls later. Dun dun dun. I don't know. We got doorway, we got wall. We don't got wall. Doorway, so this is doorway 2. Let's make this door. So move this out of the way, connect this one. Here. Doorway, door, what else? Oh wait, doorway 2, door 2. So where there's something here missing. Oh, the walls, but I'm going to do the walls later. Doorway, door, and what's this one? Doorway, door. Right, I mean doorway 2, door. Doorway 2, door 2. Door 2. Wall west. Oh, I already did have that. Oh well. Okay, so wall west. Then we need wall northwest. Let me go back here. Not floor. I need this. So this becomes wall northwest. No, wall east. Oh my goodness. Right up here, northwest. Wall of what? Oh. So what next? floor east transform. Now we're starting to make the other parts of the room. So what is that? Dun, 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 dun. The door? No, it's not. It's not a doorway. It's not a doorway. It is a floor. Is that right? Yes. So floor east now. The east side floor. East floor. Where is it? Floor east. This wall is wall, and then floor east. Da. Is that right? Floor east. What is after you, floor east? Da. Alright, so floor east. Then after floor east comes ceiling east. Oh, duh. Ceiling. So we got floor, wall. Ceiling is already there. Floor. I don't know about this one, so I'm just gonna move this one. No, I don't want to connect it to both spots. Huh. Where is the delete? Oh my goodness. Oh no, I'm gonna undo that. Oh. Alright, so wall and then floor. Is that wall, not west, but wall northeast, floor east, or was it northwest? Floor east, ceiling east, wall east. Do I have a wall east? No, this one is empty right here, so I'll just do that. So now that's a wall and that's a ceiling by itself. But where are the variables? It's right over here. Oh my gosh, it's still going. So add instance of what? The wall. Alright, we got the ceiling, floor, wall. Wall. Where the heck is the door? Oh, there's door. There's doorway. Wall. Alright. Wall, doorway, wall. Southeast wall. There's a southeast wall? Yes, yes. That is the last thing. So, northeast wall. I'm assuming it has to be this one, but it says floor. I don't think there should be that many floor. So, one. And ceiling, and that. So, what's that? Floor instance. This is coming after door, doorway, and wall. Now I get into the next instance. Next part of the room. So we got the floor. We'll do ceiling. What to look for? floor and ceiling. So floor right over here on the east side, ceiling on the east side. Now we want wall east on the east side. Wall east, and then we want wall east, then we want wall northeast. Not ceiling, there's only 2 ceilings, and that's already. Oh my goodness, what is this wall? Wall northeast is here, and then wall southeast. Wall southeast is here. Right? So we got wall. Northeast, southeast. Then we do all the corners. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Uh-oh. What happened here? Did I completely skip? Wall, doorway, door. And then another of these. I'm not sure what this one is. Oh, floor. No, all of this is going to be corners. So, connect that here. So all the spaghetti code. And it's going to be that and that. Corner, corner, and corner. Tell the truth, let's see. I didn't think just a 2x1 room is going to be this complex. So it's corner, corner, corner. See? Up here, corner. Self, alright. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Don't need these. Don't need these. I'm just gonna. Where do I? Oh, here we go. Corner. Wonder if it takes variables. Maybe I should have just used that instead. Alright, grok helps with the helping me understand some of the concepts and blueprints and stuff. So eventually I'll have to go back and search with that, but in the meantime, this is all just going to be corners, so I guess I just let me see, where else? Anything more? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, so there's already one. Yeah, I might just keep it over here. Target it that way. Target that way. And this corner is going to go here. Alright, oh my goodness. So I think I got all of the nodes that I'm going to use. Now I need to connect them Oh, now this is the this is gonna be a nightmare. All right, I don't actually need these anymore. Oh my goodness. Don't need that, don't need that. Yeah, do all the connections later, but let me see. Room 2x. Room 2x1 south facing. And I'll do one for north facing. That's the thing. I try to avoid rotating stuff, especially whole entire modules like this. Actually, no, this should work. Because then I just have to specify it out here, rotation out here, and it should, once I feed the rotation into here, this should, oh, that's why. Because I don't have any rotation connected. So, I don't know. I think it, plus when you rotate it, it's probably going to be all kinds of off. But I think rotating it would be way easier than duplicating everything and setting everything up. But the thing is, I think the last time I tried to rotate stuff, it rotated all wrong. Because when I rotate this room so that it's not a south facing room, it could be either a south facing room or a north facing room. I don't know if the whole module rotates on one axis, or I think that's why I didn't use just one in the previous setup. It's because when I rotated it, it rotated all wonky, like its individual parts, like the wall rotated differently from the doorway and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I don't know if I want to use that here or just copy and paste or duplicate this. Let me see. If I do that. Yikes, this is going to be interesting. Let me see. Because having it as a module, I can see it. It could be difficult. Let me just do. If I'm just going to go with the rotate thing, then I actually have to connect even more modules. Or, I mean, spaghetti lines. Yeah? This is going to be interesting. So, 2x1. Instead of just having a south facing only, just make it, a general room that I can use, that I can rotate to south facing or north facing. Try that. Let me see if I do that. Let me see if I can compile and save everything. So let me try and select this. Oh my gosh, do I have to do this one by one? Where am I? Why am I having a difficult time selecting stuff? You actually have to. Ugh. Darn it. I just want to group everything. See, so I'm gonna have to do. I'm really gonna have to do this one by one. Okay. Oh my goodness. Actually, maybe I'll just do it this way. Or not. It's taking everything, like all those corners and the floor pieces there. Whoa. What in the heck did I not... I thought I did this part. Yeah. Huh, that is interesting. I don't want to get rid of it yet, because then I have to put that into the transform. Just trying to figure out. That is gonna be a nightmare. Alright. Dang it. If this is how a 2 by 1 is gonna be, imagine a 3 by 3 with even more rooms and, I mean, walls and ceilings and floors and... So, let me just do it this way. No, can't do it that way. I do not need all these modifiers. I don't need the player starts, the skylight, or the recast mesh. Alright, so there's what? Alright, there we go. And for the darn corners, please, why? Is this it? Alright, that's one of them. And the other one is there. Alright, so I got everything here. You see, if I go ahead and group these, group them. I wonder if I can rotate it. Yeah, you see, this is what happened before, where this is why I don't want to rotate things, because it literally rotates each of the individual parts on its own axis. And, you know, there's going to be a nightmare in the blueprints section of this. Let me go ahead and undo set rotation. And is it even going to undo? Huh. Group selected. Alright, I think I just get rid of the group right now. Everything, including the corners, yes or no? Yes. Yes, the corners are there. Everything, including the door, ceiling. Okay, that's it for the 2x1, but again, I need to implement it here and connect all of that, and I'm gonna have to do the bigger rooms later, because this is, whoa, just for doing the 2x1, oh my goodness, took all this time, and I didn't want to go more than an hour, because like the previous streams I really didn't even pay attention to the time. It went up to like 5 hours one time, and I really wanted it to just stay to like 2 hours or so, or less. So I think I'm gonna do all these connections. So I got all the nodes I need, all the variables. This does not go here. It goes on this side for all of these connections. But anyways. Yikes, Sereni. This is not gonna be fun. And this is just one room module. It's only just one, which is a 2 by 1. But did I get some of these? Alright, those are fine. I see some of these are not connected like they should be. Like that. Like that. And that's connected, that's connected. Okay. Alright, so this is interesting. I guess that's what happens whenever you want to just go with 1 by 1 rooms. It's just like so easy. Alright, anyways, all this connecting of the spaghetti wires is just gonna be done offline, because this is crazy. I don't know what else I wanted to do other than make bigger rooms. So this is one of them, the two on the X, 1 on the Y, so 2 by 1 room. And this specific 2 by 1 room is the spawn room. So like I'll have this up here somewhere randomly. Uh-oh. Oh, darn it. Let me see. Well, not that far back. It needs to be within this volume mesh. Where is this volume mesh? Yes, it's right here. Nav mesh bounds volume. It has to be within this. Oh no! Please. Okay, and it's gonna have to touch this. Bum bum bum. Oh my goodness. I messed up on the shoot. I really have to adjust this. Camera speed. It's not touching the other floors, which it should be doing. What? Huh. Maybe that's... Oh boy. Messed up with that. I messed up with that. Undo. Move elements. Oops. Don't want it to be overlapping anything. There's a check down here. See, is it? This 5 centimeter gap is crazy. Okay. Let me just save that. Alright, so if I want it here, what in the heck? I got it the wrong way. Ah, no. This is the correct way. Try to figure out how to do this separately. Well, not the room separately, but separate from the rest of the map. And see how I can rotate it. But, yeah, so this will spawn up here. And each deck will have its own different spawn rooms like this. So that whenever the Seeker starts a new game, they will randomly be placed in any of these spawn rooms that go across multiple floors and areas of the map. Again, this is just the first level, and it's much more complicated than that. So there's that. And I think that's it. I'm going to do all of this spaghetti code later, all this connecting and stuff. Right now, it's literally giving me a headache. So yeah, but pretty much sure that's all the nodes that I want to use for this. So I will definitely work on that later. The thing is, I procrastinate a lot with this because I know this is going to be difficult to implement within Unreal Engine, and so, but I didn't think it was going to be this difficult or this time consuming. I really didn't want to spend like over an hour just doing this one thing. With just this one room, I wanted to go into 3x3s and maybe even 4x4s. Anyways, I have to stop for now because just getting a headache. So I will see you next time, and by then hopefully I'll at least get this one room done with its spaghetti code. All right, catch you later. Thanks for watching. Take care.